welcome to JK All Day Excelling, where I throw everything I've ever done in my life into an Excel sheet because I love metrics and numbers and accounting and just I dream about this stuff. This is my passion. So I made this YouTube channel to kind of go more in depth on what the accounting cycle is um, and what an accountant does versus a bookkeeper. So today we're going to dive into what the two roles actually do and why they're separate whenever you get to be a large corporation or business, and why both roles are super important. So we're going to go into it today. So you'll see I have the accounting cycle listed. The green shows what the bookkeeper does, and then the purple shows what the accountant does. Just key takeaways here: general bookkeeping has basic validation. They're researching the transaction. All the information on the transaction is the bookkeeper's responsibility. And then the accountant does the formalities, the financial statements, making sure it's good for a bank, good for the IRS, you're compliant, all of the things, right? So let's go into bookkeeper. So your bookkeeper, I did this little fake company, right? So step one in bookkeeping is always identify the transactions. What it means is recognizing any event that affects finances, right? So whether it be a sale, where income is coming in, or an expense, you need to make sure it's itemized out. One thing that I have come across in accounting is in the second part, recording the transaction, and then how it gets posted to the general ledger. When it comes to recording the transaction, sometimes the software will allocate it for you. So in my experience, it's been um, it's been softwares that get payments, and then when the payment software gets it into the software that allocates it properly. So we're going to use sales, for example. A client comes in, pays for a smoothie. Then on that recorded transaction, it shows that they paid for one smoothie. Um, and so it makes your merchandise change, it makes the product usage change. Like, even though it's just they sold one smoothie, you're also deducting the ingredients that it made out of that smoothie. So it affects the accounting, right? And then how it gets posted to the general ledger. Um, Sometimes misallocations happen. So say that client, you rung them up for a smoothie, but really they got a protein bar. With that, your your cost is off, right? So it's very important that one, the sales are recorded in there. Two, they're recorded in there in the right manner. So that way you can actually figure out how your money is coming in and what you need to purchase. And then the trial balance is where you can take all that information, sum it all up. The bookkeeper's overviewing it. She's making sure that everything is there for you. And receipts are able to be viewed. Like, everything has to be attached. In our digital age, everything is available to the government, to your financial institutions, all of it. You just need to make sure that you know the story you're telling and they know the story you're telling, right? I don't believe small business owners are out there to just take all the money they can. I think that they have a good product or a good idea or what have you, and they want to empower the world with that. So, bookkeeping is step one in understanding how to make your company just go from here to here. Now, key responsibilities of the bookkeeper: they have record keeping, cash management, invoice and bill processing, their accounts payable and accounts receivable, and then the reconciliations. Now, reconciliations have gotten easier over time with the advancement in technology that we have. They can go by pretty smoothly if all the data is there. And truthfully, a computer can do it, but a human has to do 1, 2, and 3 first before reconciliation happens, right? And then we have our periodic tasks. So periodically, you've got weekly, monthly, quarterly. And then who you're going to be contacting, like who the bookkeeper is responsible for contacting, which is your vendors, your CPA, your accountant, your tax preparer. Anything that involves the finances with the company, the bookkeeper will be in contact with them. Now let's go to your accountant. The accountant's job is more strategic, it's more information, it's more guiding the business owner in the proper directions. It takes critical thinking skills, it takes analytical skills. You have to know and understand the company that you are doing the bookkeeping for before you go and make financial um, financial advice to them, right? So step 5 is your adjustments, which once your trial balance is done, it's sent to your accountant. Your accountant overviews it. So if there's prepaid expenses, it really just depends on how you're doing accounting too. There's cash and accrual, and accrual is just a cruel world. I don't like accrual. Everyone pretty much does cash basis. So allocated cost, you need to put in what's missing. Sometimes the accountant has expenses that the bookkeeper doesn't know about, upcoming future wise. And then you have your adjusted trial balance after the accountant goes in and makes the adjustments. Your financial statements are produced, and then you close the books. Um, Now, it is recommended that after the end of each year, you do a hard accounting close, which means no transactions can be edited or recorded. Like nothing can be done to those books. They are closed, they are finalized, the CPA signed off on them. That is it. But I have found with some companies, due to the way when the transactions come in, whether it be expense or income, they go and it it ends up not being a hard accounting close until like 3 years, right? So in accounting, you want to keep information for 7 years. 7 years is your limit. That is your lucky number. After 7 years, no one will ask you. Before 7 years of that date, you can potentially be asked. I will ask at 6. I know better than to ask at 8. And then we go into the accountant's key responsibilities. They have a month-end close, they have financial reporting, they have an analysis and insights, compliance and controls. This is where the critical thinking and the high level skills come in, because you can look at, if you're too in it, it's hard to focus on the big picture of it all, right? Because you're looking at the daily actions. They're more strategic and advisory, and then who they coordinate with, external vendors and such. So a great accountant transforms data into decisions. They bridge bookkeeping accuracy with business strategy and ensure financial integrity. The financial integrity part is where bookkeeping and CPAs get messy. Um, Bookkeepers get a bad rap. There's a lot of theft that goes on because we are in people's bank accounts. And so it's very important that you get someone you trust. Now, in the age of AI, they are slowly transforming this position out. But I do think the business owner needs to know what's going on with their funds. They need to know what a bookkeeper is before AI takes over or before they go hire somebody. If you don't know what the responsibilities and the job roles are, you definitely need to do some research, ask for help, go online. I am just trying to make it understandable as possible, because there are so many things out there for business owners to buy into and purchase, and it's wild. Okay, you can be sold shiny shit. And I don't want that for anyone. Um, Ultimately, you find a software that works for your company. You you create income, stabilize things, and you're able to have financial reports that produce loans, that secure jobs for other people, and you're able to spark up the world, right? So this spreadsheet is available for download in the Dropbox. Check out the link in the YouTube bio, which I'm going to get into this bio as well. This is just a brief about the accounting cycle and the bookkeeping. This is not for you to use. This is for you to, if you go to hire, you have an idea of what is expected in that role. So if you like this video, definitely like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever the internet is telling you to do. If you'd like bookkeeping or accounting help, payroll, want to get in touch with some health insurance people or some wealth managements for some 401ks, definitely hit me up on my website, jkaccountingandpayroll.com. Or you can text me. My number's on my website as well. Or email me. That's there. So definitely hope you guys stick around. Next week, I will be doing the reconciliation process. So again, I know that AI can do it all, but here we are. As far as my traveling CFO summer has gone, I'm choosing to do this video in, I don't want to call it my hometown, but I did spend 6 to 7 years here. It smells, and we're just gonna, this is their nice 9/11 thing. And this bridge over here has caught on fire twice, okay? One was a flaming casino, or on a boat casino. It was flamed and then it got on the bridge, and that's I-10. So if you are in this area, drive through Westlake. Um, don't go on that bridge. It's caught on fire twice. It's not safe. It's actually listed as one of the unsafest bridges in the air, like in the United States. Um, and the water's brown, so you don't want to fall into it. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I hope to see you back here soon.